Okay, so cut.
So anyway, riding in cars with May and Jay. Take 47.
Jay and May.
However, I say it, you reverse it.
I know. That's why I keep doing it.
Okay, fine. Is that our shtick? Is that the thing now?
It don't matter.
It don't matter.
It don't matter.
It don't matter.
I'm never gonna remember and just switch it.
Just whatever it happens to be that time. Okay, so we're supposed to talk about yesterday's workout. It was 2 different WODs. First WOD was every 30 seconds for 20 sets. Power clean.
Yes.
Not getting over 80% of your max was the idea.
Yes.
Okay. You got to 120. What was your previous max?
My 80% was 100, so...
So smashed it,
basically.
Yes. Okay, good. And you didn't okay, go. How did you feel about that?
I hated it. It was rushed. I had 30 seconds. I had 30 seconds to switch my weights. And like, you know, on Monday they told us you add 5 weights each rep. They didn't tell us this time. So I was like, is it 5? Is it 10? This feels light. This doesn't feel light. I don't know. My fault too. I wasn't ready for it. I don't think I was prepped enough for it. Like I didn't prepare for it enough to have everything ready for me. Right. So I feel like it's just running around looking for some weights. Who's got 5? Who's got 5? I must see your 10s. You totally stole my 10s. I did. I looked at my back. Look at my 10s. Like,
and then I went to the rack. There was only 1 left.
Yes. So you grabbed that one.
So I'm like, well, I'm stealing this back from you. I don't know what to do. There's an odd number of 10s hanging out. But for more, like, you said your back got tight. Yeah. Yeah. And you feel like that was because you were rushed and you weren't like concentrating on like a toy gun?
So I think probably like set 10, I was rushing it. I got 5 minutes, 5 seconds. Next one, I gotta put weight on this. I gotta change. Like I was already pissed. I was like, done.
I saw your face.
I was like, I was done.
But, and I think here's where you edit in a clip of you being done because. Your face, and I was like, oh good, this is on video. She's pissed.
I'm so mad and frustrated. So by I think by the 15th set, I was like, fuck it, I don't care. I've missed 2 already. I'm just gonna work on my form, like she said, to work on our form.
Oh, isn't that weird? Like when you do.
And I did it because I'm like, my back feels awful. My back feels so bad right now. And then we gotta do lunges right afterwards.
1 WOD at a time. You don't get to be angry about everything at the same time. Okay, let's see. So, same on I wasn't really sure how I was supposed to add the weight, and so it was 20 sets. I get a chalkboard, and I started like, I would like to make it to 150. Let's say that 150, because I don't really know what my power clean 1 rep max is. So, not recently. I know what it was like a long time ago, but I'm stronger than I was then, even though I'm in, like, conditioning-wise, not in good a shape. So, I get the thing and I'm doing 5-pound increments. So I start at 150, I'm like 145, 140, 135, 130, and I write 20 of them down. I was gonna have to start like 55 pounds if my intention was to just add 5 every time. And then E-Murder was like, that's dumb. why are you doing that? And I was like, oh, all right, that's true. So I spent so much time doing that. Then all of a sudden Wendy was like, all right, everybody ready? And the 10-second countdown was on. But it felt okay. I got to probably 125 and then started doing like deadlift with a hang clean. I didn't ask Wendy if that was okay. I was like, listen, I know hypothetically it's supposed to be a power clean, but if I were to do a deadlift and then a hang clean, it's the same thing, right?
It counts, right?
And she was like, well, you shouldn't be trying to do that. You should be doing power cleans, but she falls into that same camp where we just feel, I can't speak for her, but like she agreed with what I was saying. I feel more comfortable from a hang position because I get a better hip pop, which what that should mean is work on your power clean and not just like, fuck it, I'll just do a deadlift and a hang clean. So I ended up, I did a couple sets of deadlift hang clean, and then Elizabeth called me out on it, even though she was sitting there watching me, and I know she was putting more weight on purpose. Turd face. She did beat me. I'm a little salty about it, but
my goal is to get her in one of these videos because she's hilarious.
she's so funny.
She's so funny. So funny.
She's
oh my
so
goodness.
funny.
She's the best.
I'm really glad I don't hate her anymore.
That's why I want to talk about you hating her.
We're gonna have to bring it up. We'll have to have like tea time with teammates or something. So anyway, I got up to 140. I found it. Maybe like insert that good rep that I did. I felt it. It felt, I actually got the pull where I needed to be. Because I'm on a power clean, I just miss my hip pocket. I miss popping off my hip pocket, so I end up doing it off like the middle of my thigh or something, and then I don't get my elbows under, and the whole thing's a nightmare. But it happened yesterday, and that was good. So, WOD 2.
My hips are so tight. This morning my butt hurts so bad.
Right, and I didn't, because I went back to the office and then just sat down.
No, I didn't. I stood up for like an hour.
I usually don't. I usually stay standing up, but there was just something where I was like, I'm sitting down now. And to keep me from sitting down, I intentionally have one of those crappy chairs that are in all the meeting rooms. I don't have like a good comfy chair.
I told Kate, I'm like, I need to stand up for an hour. If not, this is gonna suck.
Oh my god, I was so sore. I was so sore. When I stood up, I was like, oh god,
yeah.
Like my hips were locked up. But we haven't even said what it was yet. So it was 4 rounds, 15 toes to bar, 50 feet of dumbbell walking lunges, like front rack. RX was 35 pounds for girls.
Yeah.
50 pounds for dudes.
Ridiculous too.
How'd that one go? 10-minute time cap.
10 minutes.
That's important to know because I think that's the part that pissed everybody off. And by everybody, I mean everybody. Like, God, that 10-minute time cap pissed me off. Okay, so
I did knees to bar, and I did 9 reps instead of 15.
Knees to bar, knee raises.
Knee raises.
Not to be a butt.
No, yeah, I know.
Okay.
Knee raises.
How are those feeling? Because I remember when you and I first started working out together, you couldn't hold yourself on the bar for more than 1 rep at a time.
I feel good.
How many of those are you repping out before you have to rest your grip?
I split them before we started. I knew I'd do at least 6, and then stop and do 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you did sets of 10 instead of 15?
Yes. I don't remember.
Maybe. Is that what 6 plus 4 is?
Yes, it is 10. Oh, that's why. I was like, I did 6 plus 4 because the first round I did 10, and I'm like, I don't like 10. I'm gonna do 9. Literally, I was like, because she always, when she scales me, it's always like 15, 9, 7.
Right.
I'm like, she never gives me a 10 number, so I'm gonna do a 9 number.
I do odd numbers.
I do not do, like, that's literally what I thought. Okay, I'm gonna do 9.
I don't know what you're trying to do, but I do 9. Okay. And then
the lunges I did with 12 pounds instead of the 35.
All right. Well, I'm gonna call you on that. You know
they were hard. Those were so hard. Maybe I was already mad and I was like, I'm done.
Maylin, hit us with the playback video. How hard were those lunges really? Let's see how hard they really were.
So hard.
Okay, but were they hard like they were actually hard, or they were hard like you just didn't want to do it? Be honest.
A little bit of both.
Okay.
And honestly, I was like, these are so hard. I was getting good at lunges, and then as soon as they put that weight on, I'm like, oh my god, it's awful. I think that's what it was. This is the weight. That weight just killed me.
I was a lazy dirtbag.
How's your workout?
Well, there were pluses and minuses. Thanks for asking. So I had already planned on 15 toes to bar is just a lot for me. I'm heavier, my grip's not there, my endurance isn't there. I haven't found my rhythm on kipping through them again consistently. So my goal was to do half of them, 8, and then do knee raises for the other half for all 4 rounds. Well, I got up there and then I saw Sarah and I was like, oh yeah, that's how you get a good backswing on it. And so I ended up doing, I think 7 or 8. Hit us with the playback video. did 7 or 8 of them without dropping off the bar. And at least half of those were actually sequential, where I wasn't like stopping and then starting from scratch on that momentum. So that, can you back off a little bit, douchebag? Sorry.
It's okay.
He's really he's super close. Like, I can smell your cologne, dude. Back off. Anyway. So first round went really well. I got the 15 toes to bar done, and then the lunges came, and I made it 25 feet, and then didn't need to stop, but did, and was just like, oh, fuck these lunges, and I took way too long of a break, and I literally was just standing there watching other people, and what got me was like, you know, your next set of toes to bar isn't going to be as good as that one. That's what I was standing there thinking. Like, it's not getting better than that. That's when you were fresh, and it didn't go awesome. So
I didn't know it. I don't think this is going to be recorded because I don't think the angle is right. But I remember you getting to your first one end of the gym. You put your dumbbells on a box.
Yes.
You didn't even put them on the ground.
No.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
And like, that doesn't count.
No, and I did it every single time.
I don't say
I
that
did
one
it every
time.
single time. Like, ultimately, I'm glad that Wendy made me scale that last round because I needed to claim RX2 anyway, just for being such a lazy piece of shit and putting the. I did it every single round.
Okay.
I would lunge down to the end, and here's the thing. Because my legs are so short, and when you see that stupid 400-meter walking lunges, my lunges are long. Like, I'm stretching my little bitty legs out as far as I can, because then I have to do less lunges. So I can get down 25 feet in 8 lunges. That's what it takes every single time. 8 lunges. So I know a down and back is 16 lunges. So I would just get to 8. Just get to 8, and then you can take a break. No, really? You can't do 16 lunges? Like, stop! But then I was mad when I got to the end because I actually I did all the rest of the toes. Well, the first 3 rounds I did RX toes to bar. I wasn't repping them out as well. I was getting maybe like 2 at a time before I was having to take a break. But those lunges, like, and if I would have just not rested on the lunges, I think I could have finished RX and under the time cap.
But what made you mad? What made you mad?
Really?
Because we happened to both of us, and we both had different reactions to it.
Well, here I was mad 90% at me, 90% at me, 5% at Wendy, 5% at the universe at large. Like, for not a reason. I had no reason. I was just pissed off. Because I really I was so proud of how that first round went on those toes bar. Yeah. And that I actually did 15 reps toes bar, 3 rounds in a row. Like, that's the most I've done. And
so like, what did Wendy tell you?
Wendy comes out, I think she thought I was done. Okay, I'm doing my lunges on my 3rd round. I'm taking my way too long rest down at the box after 25 meters. And Wendy's like, come on, just finish up or something. Like, telling me not to be a lazy piece of turd. And so I finish up, and then I go back to the cage to do more toes bar. And she comes over and she's like, you're not done? And I'm like, no, the toes bar take me forever. She goes, yeah, that's why you're supposed to scale to get done in the 10-minute time cap. And then I was like, yeah, fuck you, Wendy. Because I was so proud of myself for having done them. I didn't care if it took me until 12 and a half, 13 minutes. Right. I wanted to do it RX. Like, for me to know, like, hey, you did all of those toes bar. Good job, bitch. You know what I mean? And so I did knee raises, like angry knee raises.
In like 2.5 seconds, you're like,
yeah, I was like, oh, okay, I need to scale. Oh, I need to be done in 10 minutes, fine. And this was at 9:50, 9:50-ish. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna finish this fucking workout in 10 minutes. Like, it was so stupid. So then I don't even pick the weights up and just did regular.
Oh, that's right. You didn't even put weights.
No, I just. I'm blood and I kill 'cause I'm hungry. Did pouty baby regular ass walking lunges.
I'm done.
And and then I'm mad at myself again because, like, really, you can't even fucking do it. You stupid lazy turd. Like, pick the weights up and do them. And I'm like, oh well, 10:44, I'm done. I don't care.
Whatever.
So yesterday was a bag of emotions because I was happy. I was happy I found my power clean rhythm, finally, and I've decided that, like, for the next, I don't know, a couple weeks at least, I want to do a few power cleans every day, just to remember what that hip hop felt like, because I don't want to forget. I've done it wrong for so long. I need to drill that muscle memory, because it was exciting. Honestly, I've been doing CrossFit on and off since 2008. Shout out Next Generation CrossFit, Eric and Wheeler Barber, y'all are the best. And I think that was the first time I ever really felt what a power clean is supposed to feel like. You know what I mean? I could never find that hip pocket on a power clean. And I found it yesterday and it was exciting. So that was good. And then I did a whole bunch of toes bar unbroken and that was good. I just my mental game was a lot better than it was. I didn't cry. I didn't scream at anybody.
Super proud of you didn't cry.
Oh, I was so mad.
So I was so mad that I was like, I'm just gonna do 3 rounds of this and I'm done. Like, I'm done. Like, when most workouts don't get to me. I'm pretty chill most of the time, but when I have bad days, they're bad days all around. So I'm like, I hate it here. Like, literally, I hate it here. All day, work here. I'm done. So I was like, I'm just gonna do 3 rounds. I'm done. And I think I've only done that twice. Twice that I'm like, I'm just gonna end the round. I'm done. I'm just gonna end it short. This workout here. I've only done it twice because I felt bad both times. So I will never forget doing it. Wendy did come up to me, and that's what I think it's funny that we both had different reactions to her coming up to me, because she went up to me and she's like, it was like 9:02, 9:03. She's like, you need to finish in 10 minutes. I'm like, okay. I was like on my 6th rep on my knee raises, and I'm like, okay, but I got all those lunges left. I got a minute to do all that, so I book it. And I'm like, I've never done these as fast as. This is the fastest I've done them. I did all this in like a minute and a half. And I got done in like 10:32. So I was like, it would have taken me at least 12 minutes if I would have taken my time.
Right.
She wouldn't have said anything. But her telling me that, it kind of just like amped me up. Okay, I gotta finish this. I did.
Yeah, because I think I had done.
Pretty happy about that.
I had done 3 toes to bar. And then she came over like, what are you doing? Like, we round 4. I don't know. I don't understand your question. I'm trying to finish the workout until I finish the rest of this aggressive, angry knee raises. Like, it's so stupid.
It's so funny because I know how you react to certain things, and I don't react with you. I'm like, oh, it's okay, Janessa. I'm like, she'll get over it. But everybody else is like, she okay? I'm like, she's
no. I'm an emotional being, especially at the gym, because I've decided what I want, and if I fall short of that, I'm not okay with it. You know what I mean? Because I feel like I'm fairly realistic with my expectations most of the time. Most of the time. There are some times when it's like, oh really, you thought you were gonna do muscle ups? No. But I don't know, man.
It was even funny because you always end up in front of the stand at the end of the workout.
Always.
You're always coughing up lung or something.
Yeah.
Army girl is next to me. She's like, is she okay? I know she's fine.
I heard Tina say that, and I'm like, no, I just need to. I need to have that moment where it's like, this is not that crucial. Do not let this ruin your day. Like, you are fine.
Oh my goodness. That was so funny. So funny because oh gosh, so many emotions yesterday.
Man.
So many.
I can't. Here's what sucks, is I genuinely feel embarrassment at least once a week at the gym because of how I react and how I manage or don't manage my emotions. Like, really want to get that. It's like, okay, well, like, who are you mad at right now? Like,
it's okay.
I'm serious. You don't even win a prize or anything. Like,
oh, you get so close to the stars. It scares me. I'm walking in a second.
Man, sometimes I want to get out of my car and fight people who block intersections.